Systems work, people fail. Welcome to InsurMark's Advisor Mentorship Podcast with Vice President Jeremy Hauser, where we share proven systems and processes for the 21st century advisor. Today, it's essential that advisors find a way to differentiate themselves from the competition. Learn how to elevate your game and accomplish incredible feats as Jeremy teaches you how to build a more successful and sustainable business, while realizing a better work-life balance is not only possible, but achievable.
Today, we make history for this show. Welcome to this week's episode of the Advisor Mentorship Podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy Hauser. We have an exclusive to bring to the audience today. An icon in our industry once said, "Life is like a book." And today, we get a chance to hear about the next chapter in the life of Steve Kerns. Welcome to the show today, Steve. How are we doing?
Pretty good, Jeremy. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And thank you for allowing us to be your first stop and opportunity to share with our audience what is new with you and your family. And there seems to be a new chapter in this book of your life. So what is new?
Oh, wow. Yes. So what is new? So for you and your audience, just to let you know, I will be assuming responsibilities for the broader Simplicity Group, which is the parent company of InsurMark, as the newest member of the Simplicity executive team. And I will be serving as the executive vice president of business relationships for the entire group, which is now comprised of, I think we're at 62 sales offices across the country. And while serving the entire Simplicity partnership is going to be new, my responsibilities really will match what I've been doing for the last 40 years. And that is finding, growing, and maintaining key commercial relationships. So I am super excited about this new opportunity. So that's what's new.
Love it. And so with Steve, with this new role, you were the CEO and founder of InsurMark for 40 years. We celebrated that anniversary not too long ago. So what happens to InsurMark with Steve Kerns no longer as the president?
Well, once I get over the emotion of it, just kidding. Oh, wow. In so many ways, honestly, Jeremy, nothing changes here. You, Tony, Randy, Seth, Rob, Leanne, Pam, and the other leaders here at InsurMark have been working with Jeff Maxey and the rest of the InsurMark team for years. So that remains unchanged. And you and the team will continue to deliver the first-class service and sales support to all of our agents and advisors for which InsurMark is known. And that will never change. However, as the industry continues to change with political and regulatory uncertainty, the consolidation that we've seen, turbulent markets, and all the new carriers and products entering the market, this new Simplicity role for me gives me a broader platform from which to advocate for sensible change, new product opportunities for our distribution, and incredible technological advancements that will benefit not only InsurMark, but all the Simplicity Group companies. So that's what's going to happen to InsurMark. Basically, nothing.
So as you get over the emotional side of it, and as you actually reflect over 40 years, so what comes to mind when you just hear the word InsurMark?
Oh, pride in what we've built together. Gratitude for you and all of our InsurMark partners that have made our business the absolute standard bearer for great service. Commitment to all of our agents and advisors that we will continue to help them grow their business. Humility that I've been able to lead a great team for over 40 years. Excitement about taking on a leadership role with a great group of Simplicity partners and using my best abilities to grow our market presence. And I think finally, and maybe most importantly, thankful to Becky for all the love and support she has given me as we have been on this journey for 40 years, and the excitement that she and I feel about continuing to grow the market in my new role here at Simplicity.
Yeah. I mean, to wrap up, and I know it's tough to do in a sit down for a couple minutes to reflect on 40 years of what you've built, you and Becky. It's always exciting to think of the future though, too. So when you think of InsurMark, I like this. Let's finish this sentence. In 5 years, InsurMark will be what?
What it has always been. The industry leader in client service and sales support with what I think is the absolute best collection of professionals in the industry.
Love it. Love it. Love it. And I'm looking forward to where we're going here. Like I tell a lot of the advisors we work with, the best is yet to come. And I truly believe that for not just InsurMark, but our entity of Simplicity. So let's talk about the new role. So what are some of the things you're going to be doing for Simplicity? You highlighted a couple things, but can you give us a little more of what all you're going to be doing?
Well, as I mentioned previously, I will be an ambassador for the entire Simplicity group and working with all of our key business relationships, whether it be carriers, vendors, our principal partners, our advisors, and just helping Simplicity, helping them grow the overall market. That's my new role.
And I take it, and as the 12, 13 years of me getting to know you, I couldn't envision a better person that all the other organizations have known for years, that those advisors that they get to meet Steve Kerns. I truly value that you're going to be with Bruce spearheading those relationships here. So, you look back 40 years, you talked about in our previous podcast episode, that's why I coined this little phrase that you had, life is like a book. So why is now a good time to take on the new opportunity?
Well, first of all, InsurMark has such a strong culture and a great group of leaders that our course actually has been set for quite some time. And our service hallmarks, Jeremy, will never change.
Mm-hmm.
However, as you also know, the industry will continue to change. So I'm very confident that I can take on this role and make a positive impact for a larger platform. And I would also say, as I approach turning a young 70 years of age, I'm excited for, and I am grateful to have the opportunity to take on a new challenge that, if I am successful, will hopefully benefit all the Simplicity companies, including InsurMark. I am super grateful and super excited to have been asked to take on a leadership role for what is now the largest life and annuity wholesale business in the entire country.
So coming up on 70, so what is that? You usually do this little phrase. Is that like your 41, 29th birthday or something? Is that what that ends up being?
Yeah, my dad's old phrase. Nobody is ever over the age of 29. So when you're 70 years old, what are you celebrating the 41st anniversary of your 29th birthday? So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. And the ironic thing, that's funny you're talking about that. Becky and I was 29 years old when I started InsurMark back in 1983. Becky was 27, I was 29. We were just two young kids that we had a dream, we had a hope, we had a lot of prayers, and it's just been a fabulous ride. And the good Lord has provided us another great, exciting opportunity. You and I've talked about this before. You know, I'm not the retiring type. I love to build and I love to add value. And that is my intent. That's my desire, my intent, and my goal in this new role at Simplicity.
Yeah, and we talked about opportunity. So when you think about Simplicity, so what comes to mind?
The absolute best group of partners in the industry, period, over and out. And what attracted me to join Simplicity over 5 years ago was their commitment to excellence, a real, genuine humility, a service mentality, and a strong culture and commitment to build the very best distribution business in the country. And as I've said, I have proudly been a Simplicity partner for over 5 years, and I absolutely love that we continue to invest in our business. And Jeremy, I truly believe, and I know that our very best days are ahead of us.
And well, when we talk about our very best days, so same thing like InsurMark. So in 5 years, Simplicity will be what, according to Steve Kerns?
I hope and I believe that Simplicity will just be a much bigger version of InsurMark. An acknowledged leader in the industry with an unwavering commitment to bring the very best service, the very best sales practices to all of our agents and all of our advisors. That's what I hope, and that's what I believe Simplicity will be in 5 years.
And I think that is a good vision, and I can see it. I see it from where I sit. So as we wrap up here, any advice or words of wisdoms as we close out here?
Yes. Anytime somebody asks me to give advice or wisdom, as you well know, I'm there to offer. Yes, I would say this. So when I was first asked to take on an executive leadership role at Simplicity, I'll be very honest with you and your audience. I was pretty nervous. For 40 years, I've done one thing with single-minded dedication. One thing. And that's building InsurMark into the best business it could be. And I'm very, very proud of what we have built. But for this opportunity, I would just keep doing the same thing. And that's leading InsurMark. And while running InsurMark was great, there was a comfort because I knew how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have the challenges of figuring out how to build the business. We already did that. All I had to do was just execute. So as I thought about the opportunity to help lead Simplicity, my trepidation turned to real excitement, real exuberance. I know I have the skills to be successful in this role. But until I do, I won't really know how successful I can be and really what broader impact I can have. Ultimately, I realized that I needed to do exactly what we advocate our agents and advisors do. And that is to embrace change, take on new challenges, and seize the day. You know, honestly, Jeremy, I don't know if I'll be successful, but I am confident. I am very confident that I will make a great impact for all of us. and I am very excited to get going.
Yeah, and I think you're the right man in the right spot. So I'm looking forward to your journey. Congratulations again on behalf of the Hauser family. Thank you very much for your time, letting us be your first official stop here to announce officially your new role. And then looking forward to what's to come for the Kerns family, Simplicity, InsurMark, and all in all. Also, thank you to the listener for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe on your favorite listening device so you do not miss out on any future episodes. Make sure to follow us at Jeremy Hauser on LinkedIn so you catch some of the latest clips from this episode. And remember, in a world full of betas, be an alpha.
Thank you for listening to the InsurMark Advisor Mentorship Podcast with Vice President Jeremy Hauser. Click the follow button to be notified when new episodes become available, and connect with Jeremy on LinkedIn to stay up to date. If you would like to request our introduction kit, feel free to check out www.advisormentorship.com and click on Learn More. The information covered and posted represents the views and opinions of the guest and does not necessarily represent the views or opinions of InsurMark. The content has been made available for informational and educational purposes only. Thank you for listening to the InsurMark, the Advisor Mentorship Podcast with InsurMark Vice President Jeremy Hauser.